Engineer Alexander Onyebuchi Geoman Snr is a genius waiting by the sidelines to be discovered by the world. Born in the northern part of Nigeria called Kaduna State, to a genius father who discovered his passion of electronics from the age of 7, Geoman The Great, Alexander Aka Curious as he was nicknamed practically grew up in his late father's workshop. His fascination for the world of electronics was just natural, for even as a crawling baby, he was never like other children who drew comfort from the bosom of their mother. Rather, he chose circuit boards as his own toys, making exciting baby sounds when he saw them. Growing up as a teenager, Alex could be likened to a nerd. It's either he was reading books far beyond his age, or inventing one toy or the other, always in his father's workshop while not in school. Alex was a straight-A student, from nursery to university, with distinctions in all subjects related to the sciences, from mathematics, additional mathematics, physics, chemistry, and even biology. And in 1997, while serving in Lagos, he won the Lagos State Outstanding Corporate Award for his brilliance and inventions. It might be interesting to know that the public address used for the occasion were his products. In the pursuit of his passion, Alexander has manufactured lots of electronics gadgets ranging from power amplifiers, speakers, wireless PA systems, sound-activated lights for clubs and bands, mini transmitters, wireless microphones, highly sensitive security alarms, and the list goes on. Combining his knowledge of electronics and information technology makes Engr Alexander Onyebuchi Geoman a rare genius the world should tap into. This is how the Elon Musks, Steve Jobs, Philip Emeagwali's, and Mark Zuckerberg's started. A solution-driven brainiac, he believes all problems have a solution, just activate your imagination. The CEO of Geotronic Systems, Alex has a favorite saying. Think it, I will build it. Hear him speak.
So please may we get to know your name?
Alexander Geoman The Great.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on here? This is just what's going on here. I mean, what is really going on here?
Well, it's a Sunday and I needed a chill out time, and normal stuff, always building something, isn't it? Just trying to assemble, trying to put together.
What are you really building?
What I'm
Can
building?
we just,
Okay.
just give us a little explanation of what you're building, because that thing looks like a lot of stuff. I mean, you've got, and you're building this from the scratch, like you're building this from the scratch.
You can see all the components. This is all going to, when this is all done, you know, just to give you an idea what it's going to look like, you know. You're going to have all these interfaces. See that?
That is looking authentic, like it's looking like you're picking it off the shelf.
Yeah, and then it's all going to be, you know, sealed like this. You can see the power.
That box, what was that box originally created for? Like, what was that box?
This is an electrical box. They use it. This is just like a junction box.
Oh, okay.
A junction box, which I just liked the size just fits everything I'm going to. You see, I had this lying around, and I needed to package this. You can see I started off with this one, but somewhere along the line, I think I made more holes. I made a few more holes than I needed, so I just planned on this, and then I started off with this. So end of the day, if I take this off, just to make sure you understand, I wanted a self-contained solution. So you see, power, everything. So everything is just in one place. You take this to site, and you don't need any external. It's just a standalone solution. Essentially, I've got someone who, you know, I've got a client where they, you know, they've got this mix. So it's like a band, right? So from time to time, you know, just imagine, just picture this. You've got a 22 channel mixer in front of you. You know, you're jamming and you've got a crowd. You've got you've got everything going on.
Yeah.
And then you have this friend who wants to call in.
Yeah.
And you want the whole crowd to hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you want to be able to feedback, you know, the normal
thing is always maybe picking up a microphone.
Yeah, the simple solution is he calls in, you pick up your phone, and you
put a mic.
You put a mic.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, one, the fidelity, the clarity of what, you know, you've got a mic next to a phone like this.
Yeah.
I've actually seen this happening live. In fact, this product is to solve a problem I actually witnessed. I'm building this as a prototype.
Yeah.
And I'm building it because I observed this is actually meant to serve a need. So this is going to be used by next month for an event.
Oh wow.
So I'm not just building something random because I thought about I'm actually trying to solve a problem I've seen in live in a live scenario. So that's what this is. There are so many Bluetooth devices. I mean, Bluetooth is one of the wireless technologies. There are so many Bluetooth solutions out there. But for what I'm trying to solve for this scenario I observed, I'm not aware of a commercial product. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Maybe it does exist. Maybe it doesn't exist. But you know, the first thing you do is, you know, you troll the internet looking for something. But except you need to have a name for something you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not common. You run a search, Bluetooth this, Bluetooth that, but I couldn't find one that would solve the whole challenge. So your typical Bluetooth solution is, you've got a Bluetooth receiver which you can connect to your speaker, and it's one way. It's just feeding, just like, you know, it's just a one way.
Just a direct.
But if you look at this is two ways. I'm trying to solve the challenge of someone phoning in to a live event, and I want so the crowd, so the
those are the event.
Yeah. You want them to hear. You want the equivalent of giving the person phoning it. Give it. Just think of it. Send a mic to someone in Manchester, and you're here in Stevenage.
Yeah.
Right. So we want that clarity. Okay. Now for the person at the other end, we also want him to not just hear the same sound as whatever the microphone from your mobile phone picks up, which usually is maybe not exactly what you want them to pick up. So we want them to pick up exactly what we have mixed on the mixer, on the mixing console. That's what we want them to hear.
Wow.
So which is why you see me, and then of course I'm building this to standard, using XLR, XLR connectors for the input. For the specific device mixer I'm building this for, it has a phono. It's got phono inputs for one of the channels which I intend to use. So I'm providing, instead of providing XLR outputs, I'm providing
so this has adaptability. So this is
whatever
device that that comes whatever means. So there must be an output and input that there must be a connector that you can connect.
So I'm making sure that I'm providing all the right interfaces. My life has always been that of build innovations and building a lot of bespoke. That's what I'm known for. So I mean, even during the pandemic, a lot of the top DJs were using some device I built around, which I came up with during the pandemic to stream, to live stream their sets on all the popular social media sites. So I've built something like this before, but that was specifically to allow them to stream online. So you just plug a jack onto your phone, and this unit connects to your mixer, and boom. So you see, so think of this as an upgrade of the previous one. So I already had. That's why this. In fact, you can say I have some sketch here on a few things. This was part of what I had from the previous model, which is why this is kind of moving very fast. Because I've had some experience, and there were a number of challenges.
And it was one way.
Then it was just one way. But now I've kind of worked it out. So with regards to investors, investors and all that, yes. One of the challenges with old school engineers like me is we're so technical that we don't understand the business side. That's a challenge I'm working on, because at the end of the day, you can have the best product, which you can have a wonderful invention, and
you can be a good footballer that knows how to play, but if you don't have a good scout or a good manager, if you're not good on the business side, because at the end of the day, the question is, how can we get this to the market? That's the end game. How can we, if you ask me for 10,000 pieces of this, I'm not going to sit down here and produce 10,000 of this. That will be like a punishment, isn't it? Okay, so the question now is how to scale things. So the good thing is, there are those that are not even technical. They just have an idea, and then they're able to go work with product development teams and spend some time, and so essentially all they have is the idea, and someone else has to build it, and they will say, yes, this is what it is. But in my case, it's quite unique. I can conceive an idea, and I can start to knock a few things up together, right? So the next level now is for this to go through product development, and then obviously you now have a finished product. And because you know what you want, you know when we have a finished product, you actually can you know what you want. It's not as if you have the idea. You know how the finished product should actually.
End of the day, like I said, this is solving a problem I see every day. So a lot of the things I've come up with, it's not just sitting down and thinking, oh, let me build this and see if it's needed. I'm actually solving a problem that I see. So is this needed? You'll find that yes, it is needed. This would really solve a number of technical challenges for the live live entertainment scenarios. So back to the question and back to the point. Investors, of course, like I said, I'm very good on the technical side, but the business side has always been a challenge. So if having the right investor having the right business team, how to turn this from product to business. Any assistance would really be appreciated. But we keep working on it.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you in your little
man cave.
In your man cave.
In my man cave.
where wonderful things happen.
Oh yes.
It's been a pleasure. So that's it. From RoyalTv, like I said, investors, hope you're listening. See you next time when we bring you another exclusive from somebody doing wonderful things, changing lives. It's me, Chris, and I say, Escalabista.